I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but men don't matter to society these days. We really don't. I never thought that I would believe the words of Chris Rock. The only the only people that are loved unconditionally are women, children, and dogs. And I get what people be like, why would you think that? You're a believer in Christ. You're supposed to have a better opinion than that, right? Know who you are in Christ. I get all that. All that's true. It also is true that unless a man produces, it doesn't matter. And I'm not saying anything against anybody, but brothers, y'all need to pay attention. Nobody's gonna build a life for us. Nobody's gonna create income for us. Nobody's gonna have an emergency fund provide for our families for us. Outside of God Himself, there's not a flesh and blood human being that will go out there and do what it needs to do to be able to provide for our family. Let me share something with you. I was at the hospital 2 weeks ago, and I was asking about benefits. Like, you're at the hospital. It's a good place to ask, right? I've been disabled my entire life, so asking about benefits, and had a medical representative literally say, "You don't get those benefits because you're a man." And there was something final about that. You guys have heard me talk about making money online and all that kind of stuff, but hearing those words from an appointed representative of the medical system, it was final. And not to say final as in that's the final say, because God has the final say, but the finality of her words, the accuracy, the surgical, painful accuracy of her words. And listen, don't turn this into a gender thing. It's not. She's just doing her job, and she's a wonderful person, right? But she's telling the truth. Because I remember being homeless 5 different times. And one of those times, I went to try to get into a shelter. And as a disabled man, to hear that we don't take men? What you mean we don't take men? I'm homeless. What you mean we don't take men? I'm not saying I'm homeless. I'm not homeless now, right? But what do you mean we don't take men? But it's the truth. And anybody who's ever been homeless and tried to get into a homeless shelter as a man, you've heard those words. And it's hurtful. Because we work, not to say women don't work, but we work double time and always thinking about our families. But who's going to do this for you? A lot of people have watched me on this platform for 3 years talk about digital franchising, marketing, making money online, automations, all this jazz. Let me ask you, after watching me go from zero to what the business I've built in 10 different countries, 4 to 5 figures a month from home, it's not guaranteed, but that's what I've done. Not saying that's what you've done, but I'm just saying, who's gonna do this for you? Who's gonna make this decision to give you the opportunity to get a business that can create income for you while you sleep? If you don't decide that 2026 is going to be different and do something about it, and not just have faith that it's possible, but do something about it, I don't know what to tell you. Because I can't guarantee anybody income. I can't guarantee anybody a sustainable anything in life because I'm not you and you're not me. But the fact that men on this earth don't take things like this serious enough to at least say, let me get information to know what I'm saying no to, is asinine. Like, honestly, it is. because people are out here doing it. Y'all have heard me talk about this. If you have Amazon boxes at your house, making money online should be a definite, because Jeff Bezos is doing it, Warren Buffett is doing it, CEOs all across the country that are men, women, that are doing it. This is where business is. And if you don't have a business of your own in 2026 and beyond, you're just treading water. Any other path has you going to school longer than you have to, paying way too much, going into debt to spend money you don't have to be able to do something. Put it in your hands and God's hands. We know how to buckle our belt and do the work. But in this case, doing the work is just sharing your story, sharing your journey, and learning how marketing works. It is the ultimate business model. If you want to know how I've taken this business model and have it be the great equalizer as a man, put the hunted in the comments, and I would love to show you how. Because we all need that. And it's about time things change. Because we need to have this for our families, to be able to be present for our families and to make an income while doing it.